Hello everyone, this video for Scratch is going to introduce you to the general layout of Scratch. So to start with, this is the general window for Scratch. The menus along the top, file for starting a new game, opening an existing one, saving, etc. You can import in another project, and you can also export graphics that you've drawn yourself into regular pictures. And there's also some project notes as well, so if you have any notes to leave about how you went about making the game, you can write them there. There's edit, where you can undo something if anything happens. You can also take single stepping and enable that. So that means if you're running the game, you can do it one step at a time, or even compress sounds and images that you've put into your game. You can compress them so they take up less space on your hard drive or network drive. Sharing is for later on when you want to put it up on the website, and help is obviously if you get a bit stuck. This over here on the right hand side is the stage. The stage is where all of the game appears to the user. So if that's on a mobile phone, if that's on a website, it all appears there, and you have whatever is on the stage, such as this cat here for instance. That is called a sprite. Now when you're selecting a sprite, you can have several. They will all appear along the bottom right hand corner here on the stage. You can edit both the sprite but also the stage. So as you can see, when I click on the stage, I can edit the scripts that can be dragged onto it, which I'll go into later. I can change the background and also the sound effects that take place on it, such as that one. Or a cat for instance will have the sprite 1, you can name it for instance, I'll name that one cat, and you can drag in different scripts. Change the costumes, such as these two that are pre-existing beforehand. You can edit those and change them, or you can paint your own, or you can even take from a webcam if you have one, and add in any sound effects like so, which we'll show you how to use later on. Now on top of that, which we're just going into here, is these scripts. These scripts basically tell the character or the sprite what to do on screen. So for instance, just to begin, we'll have a separate video to show you all of the scripts, but to begin with, I'll just show you an example of one. So say if I want the cat to take 10 steps in a direction, I'll drag that into the script, and it now exists in that sprite. And if I attach another control, let's say when the spacebar is pressed, now whenever I press the spacebar, it will take 10 steps in whatever direction it's facing. So I'll give it a try, and you can see that's already working. Now on a separate stage, you can add different sprites. For instance, let's add a random one here, and you could do the same again. So I could move in 10 steps, but maybe a different control this time. Maybe the letter A. When I press the letter A, that character will move. So you can see when I press A, that happens. When I press space, that happens. So it's a basic input and output. You can also draw your own sprites from scratch, no pun intended, or you can open existing ones that you've saved from online or have kept for yourself. And that's the basic layout for Scratch. One more thing over here in the top right hand corner, to start or stop the game, they have a green flag, which we'll go into later in control. As you can see, we can make use of that, and also the red to stop everything. So you can decide what conditions are when your game first starts and when it stops. Oh, and lastly up here, if you want to duplicate a sprite, you can select that, say make another one. Now you can see there's two alongside. You can delete something, so if I don't want that one anymore, I can delete it. Or if you want something slightly larger or slightly smaller, so say if I want this sprite for instance to be larger, or this sprite for instance to be smaller, those two options are available to you. Okay, and that's the introduction to the layout of Scratch.